Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how you can improve your connection to the quantum field with your imagination. And one misstep you might be doing, which could be making your ability to see energy and bring new energy in more difficult. I'm going to go into the mechanics of how energy looks in different dimensions so you can truly get closer to your power in this life and move beyond any idea that you are limited in how you see or interact with energy. Now, if you're new on this channel or if you've been here, definitely consider subscribing, because I take higher dimensional concepts that your soul loves to be immersed into, and I find a way to explain it in a language that your mind can digest, because truly the organization of words will allow your human system the ability to bring in the information from your higher self and your akashic records. And remember, if you hit the bell icon to get notified when a new video drops, you'll be able to stay in a current flow of expansion and spiritual integration from a level that your cosmic essence will appreciate. Because sometimes if you don't, the video may get lost in your feed and you just won't get updated when new videos come. So to jump right into it, I want to let you know that the way you see energy in the third dimension with your physical eyes is going to be different from how your third eye sees energy in the quantum field. That is the defining statement which will get you beyond the friction your human mind has been putting up, because there has been a mechanism installed in our system from primitive days that is stuck in fight or flight and physical survival. So the mind is used to just seeing things in one way so we can save time and focus on physical survival. But right now we're in a place where emotional expression, creative illumination, and spiritual integration is at the forefront of where we're growing into. So don't make the assumption that you're going to see energy in the quantum field the same way you see energy which has manifested in physical form in the third dimension with your sight and your other senses. Even if you've had an experience where you've seen interdimensional energy so clearly and it overlapped your physical third dimensional vision, don't make the assumption that it is going to look like that every time, because then it may lead you into a place where you feel like you're not actually creating something new in the quantum field or bringing in more helpful energy to serve you, or you're having a difficult time pulling energy out of your field that you don't need, because your assumption is that you're going to see it as bold and vividly as you did that one time. So remember to bring the bar down to a realistic manner, and let's slide into an understanding of how to do that. So first off, with energy in the quantum field, you must realize that your imagination is how you're creating the connection to it. When we grew up and we were told that our imagination is make-believe and only things we can see with our physical sight and experience with our senses are real, that is something we're growing out of, but remnants of that paradigm may still exist in the collective and in your own system. So we have to unlearn the idea that our imagination is make-believe, and we have to realize that whenever we're seeing something in our imagination or changing something in it, that is actually occurring in the quantum field. It is real in a higher dimension. The higher dimensions is the information and the energetic code, and then that flows down through each dimension below it until physical matter gets materialized in the third dimension. So you have the information and the manifestation of that information where your five senses can see it. So in physical sight, what we're used to is our five humanly senses gaining proof that something is real. Then we gain a feeling off of that stimuli with one or more of our five senses. And then we're interacting with it. That's how we're, going through the process of creating a connection to stuff we're seeing in the third dimension. While if we're looking at how we're seeing energy in the higher dimensions in the quantum field, first you feel the energy, and then you allow your imagination to give you details of what that energy may look like. And then you're conjuring the details of how the energy looks as if you are daydreaming, and you're creating a transparent outline that you're trusting is there. That's a difference between how you're seeing energy in the third dimension or lower dimensions in physical matter, and how you see energy in the higher dimensions where the information and the energetic code resides, which is the seed and source of everything which is created in the lower dimensions. The higher dimensions creates the lower dimensions. Energetic code flows down and becomes physical matter. So why is that important? It's important because now we're going to apply this learning with two different exercises. One is showing you how to bring an understanding of energy which is in your body or field that may be blocking the timeline you would like to shift into. And with this exercise, I'm going to show you how to feel into that energy and then pull it out. The other approach is how to create a source of power in the quantum field that you can work off of. How to practice summoning energy in the quantum field based on what you need in the present moment, or improving your own ecosystem or the physical environment around you. Now, before I jump into that, I want to give you a moment to step into your cosmic essence with me as a starseed. I know that right now the tools and information out there may have nuggets of wisdom, but they truly are outdated in understanding that they were channeled at a time when the collective needed something different than it needs at this very moment. Well, now where we can lead ourselves into is understanding there is another level of knowledge and wisdom which can help us integrate our cosmic essence so we can continue our galactic mission. And I am at that forefront of this particular shift in the collective. I'm here to give you insight into how to use a collection of interdimensional skills so you can truly organize your spiritual powers and find a practical way to use each skill as a means to improve modern day life, the collective, or enhance the galactic realms in general. There is a power inside of you that doesn't just want to be seen, but it wants to be channeled and used as a tool. You're supposed to merge your spiritual essence into physical reality, and I want to help you with that by giving you a free starseed coaching session. I'm here to truly offer an extension of light and understanding and cosmic codes to those that understand there is more coming for them. There is another stage of expansion. There's no need to get stuck on the old, or you needing to consistently be in this block. Because I felt that at times in my life, and the reason for that is because your energy needs to be used, channeled, and harnessed in a way that it hasn't before. Every field on earth innovates, but for some reason we feel at times that the spiritual realm of unlocking our connection to the quantum field and how we can change it has to be stuck in remnants of proving that we know what we're doing and we know where we're supposed to go. And even though that feeling is true, and you're right about that, you may be missing the details. You may need another approach to an old and very important need that your soul is still wanting, which is not only to gather information about your starseed life, but to actually integrate the power, use the wisdom, use the tools and skills you had in that reincarnation in this life right now. So I'm looking forward to helping you, and let's continue with the rest of the video. So I want you to get into a comfortable position, right? And while this is happening, I'm gonna provide you with some more acceleration to you being able to do this exercise by activating the energy from my end. The first one is you being able to feel energy in your body or quantum field that you no longer need. So before we go into it, I want you to realize that your soul already knows what we're doing now. So allow my words to comfort your mind into a position where it is more submissive to your true nature, and it is less combative with the minor details of logic on how this is going to actually happen. So first I'm going to come over to you, and you're going to feel a gentle, powerful press on your third eye. And this is going to help you be more attuned to your body and the information in it. So I want you to kind of get your hands, and I want you to start moving them like this. And as you're moving them like this, you're placing yourself in a state of consciousness where you're going beyond your programmed mind, any limitations you believe you have, and your five senses. You're no longer locked into this dimension. You're part of it, but now you're venturing into a higher dimension, the quantum field, with your imagination. And you're seeing beyond things. You're seeing deeper into reality. So as you're doing that, now I want you to feel if there is any blockage of energy in your body. And you're going to start to feel that in 3, 2, 1. Now once you feel as if there is this heavy energy in your body, it's almost as if your body is this collection of highways of water and electricity, and there's one part of your body that is blocking everything from moving. Now don't think, just be guided in this very moment where it is at. Now I want you, as you're feeling into this energy, to not judge it or look at it as good or bad, but realize it is just information and you are doing maintenance on your field. Now, as you're feeling into the energy, trust that your imagination is real, and gather some more information on how this energy may look. What color is it? Is there a pattern this energy is comprised of? Do you see this energy as particles, smoke, waves? What is it? Now what I want you to do is, as you're feeling into the details of this energy, Remember that when you were younger and you were daydreaming and you saw something happen in the world, you may have seen a person or experience or location. When you were seeing that information in a different dimension, it wasn't overlapping your third dimensional sight, it was an outline. As if you were imagining a golden line of energy coming from this shoulder of mine to the other shoulder. And as you're focusing on that outline of energy, realize that you are conjuring information in the quantum field. Now change that color of the line going from one shoulder of mine to the other. You know it's there, you're creating the image and you're seeing it in your imagination. Don't expect that it's going to look as clear and solid as your third dimensional sight. It's transparent, it's happening in a different dimension. Now, as you gain more information on that blocked energy, I want you to imagine that there is magnetic points on every finger in your hand. And you're going to connect to that energy as you're seeing it in the way your system is meant to be interacting with it, right? And each finger is going to connect to a magnetic point of that energy, like a fishing net, like you're connecting to all the points of a constellation. Now I want you to slowly get closer to that and see, imagine an outline, a transparent image of that energy moving with your fingers and being connected to it. Now pull it out like a rope and release it. As you exhale, be in a position where you're letting go of what no longer serves you, and you know that you're not attached to this energy, but it is simply like an outfit you have chosen to wear for an earlier part of your life, and now you're going to choose a new outfit. Now for the other exercise, we're going to practice taking your desire to have more control over your life and giving that rightful sensation a position to exist, because at times, even though we're supposed to allow things in the world to move around based on what we're trying to manifest, we do have to be in a position where we know that we're unlocking our spiritual power so we can make changes to our reality, which can solve problems and make things more efficient. So this next exercise is about bringing a powerful battery of energy into your room, moving that ball of energy around, and then bringing it into your heart and expanding it to where you feel like you're in a cocoon of safe, helpful energy that is there to take you into that next period of life without resistance or any type of doubt, right? So first thing is I want you to imagine that there is a ladder of dimensions in this universe. And for this metaphor, just focus on these particular moving parts. First, you have your body, your emotions, your inner child, your mind, your identity, which is how you've created personalization to this world and reincarnation and the container your soul is currently in. And then as you move up, you go into your higher self, which is the position where you're able to observe your thoughts and emotions and your reality from the outside looking in, where you know that you're invincible and you're an interdimensional soul getting to have an experience with thoughts and emotions as a human in this old identity, but you're not those things, you're not limited to it. Then the next stage of reference is becoming the entire universe, realizing everything is made of pure consciousness, and if every single manifestation of pure consciousness in this universe is connected through the electricity of energy and communication itself, it gives you an understanding that you are everything on one level, right? So now, I want you to sit in a comfortable position And you're gonna feel me kind of clear your third eye just a bit more. All right. And as I do that, you're gonna feel this warmth around your third eye, and I'm gonna clear the tunnel, the channel from your third eye, your pineal gland, to the universe. And as I do this, I'm gonna remove any of the blockages along the way, and I'm gonna rearrange the particles and blueprint of energy which are in the tunnel itself, so you can experience more connection to information in a more powerful way. Now I want you to feel, with your eyes open, that right in front of you, you're bringing in a ball of golden energy that may be about the size of your body, right in front of you. And as you're bringing it in, first I want you to feel as if you're bringing in energy into your room about 5 feet in front of you. As you bring this in, you feel a sense of serenity, as if your problems are no longer something which is hindering you, as if the momentary response to your triggers are you being able to have more compassion to yourself. This ball of energy is going to clear any stagnant frequencies in the room and create this pulsation, this vibrational rhythm of peace and power and clarity and the igniting of your spirit itself. So feel that ball cup coming in, and then as you feel the ball coming in, start to trust in your imagination and gain insight on how this ball may look. Now first I was mentioning it being gold, so you can try that. But how the gold is going to appear is something you have to trust in your own system. Do you see it as this mist? Do you see it as a pattern? Do you see it as particles or electricity? Now start to summon the details in front of you as you're seeing an outline of gold energy. And if your system is now saying, well, there's like electric pulsations moving through it, then create that extra detail to this conjuration of your imagination, this outline, this daydreaming. By daydreaming, you realize that when you were doing that in the past, you were simply creating information through your quantum field, but don't expect that this is going to overlap your third dimensional sight. Now, feel into that ball of energy and its power, and with your hands, expand it. You're now knowing there is this golden ball of energy as you see certain patterns inside of it, and you're understanding how it's comprised and what it's composed of in different unique visual ways. Now I want you, with your imagination, to put your hands in a position where you realize you have portals coming out of your hands. And I want you to move the ball to the left of your room, to the right of your room, up, down. Now try putting your hands on your knees and just moving the ball with your imagination. Now when you're seeing the ball, it's not going to be seen in the same way you see aspects of reality in the third dimension. It is you feeling the energy, and then you feeling into your imagination, trusting it's real, gathering details of this golden ball, and then creating that as a transparent outline. You knowing it's there, you creating that visualization in a more transparent layer of reality. The same way if you were to imagine a golden line of energy from this shoulder to my other shoulder. Now bring that ball into your heart and imagine it just lighting up any part of your past in a way where you are receiving forgiveness for things that you have done and understanding. Okay, now expand that ball out, push it out more and more and more. Great. Until you feel as if you're immersed, you're inside, you're immersed in this golden ball of energy, and you may see particles all around you, you may see waves of energy. And by seeing, you're knowing it's there, and then you're creating that transparent imagery and focusing on and knowing that there's different layers of reality. One layer is your five senses, the other layer is you being able to create visual representations of energy you can feel, and trusting in that imagery and knowing it doesn't have to be so bold. It can be soft. So now as we're moving forward with that, I want to remind you that I'm here to give you a leg up in the next stage of your starseed expansion, to understand that your hypersensitivity is a gift that has been misunderstood, and to give you more organization around your powers in a way that hasn't been done before. Because my goal here is to innovate, to create something very groundbreaking in a manner that can change the way we move forward in this collective. So I hope you can be a part of that. Claim your free starseed coaching down below and jump into a brand new timeline, because that's what I'm here to do for you. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.